Hey guys, welcome back. Today in this video, in detail, we'll discuss about interfaces in Java. So what is an interface in Java? So I will say it's just like a normal class. So this is how we create a class, right? Class name. In this flower braces, we will define methods. And those methods will be executed when they are called, right? Similarly, interface will be created using a keyword interface. Interface name. But inside this, we will not define methods. We will only declare the methods. But the methods that we write inside an interface should not have a body. Should not have a body. So let me write all the important points to remember about the interface. First thing is keyword interface. So keyword interface will be used to create. A second point is that interface cannot have concrete methods. What are concrete methods? Concrete methods are the methods which will have a body. Concrete methods, I will say it's just a normal method. So in class we'll write a method like this, right? Some return type, so some return types, void, and a method name. And in the flower braces we'll write some statements. So these will be executed when it is called, right? So this is method a definition. So if we write like this, void show semicolon, so this is method declaration. It doesn't have a body, right? So interface cannot have a concrete methods. You cannot have a normal methods. Interface can only have abstract methods. Abstract methods means with no body. And the next important point to remember about interface is user don't need to explicitly declare an abstract method using keyword abstract. So generally in abstract classes we have to declare it as an abstract, right? So we have to declare it as an abstract using the keyword. Otherwise a compiler will throw in the Java will throw an error, right? So but in interface you don't need to explicitly declare it as an abstract. The compiler by default take it as abstract void show even if we write like this. So that is about this. And the next point is to inherit an interface. We will use a keyword implements. So in general, a normal class can be inherited using a keyword extends, right? But to inherit an interface, we'll use a keyword implements. The next point is interface cannot be instantiated. Means we cannot create a object for an interface. You cannot create an object for an interface. And the next point to remember is that the class that implements an interface should define all the classes. Should define all the methods. Otherwise, it should be declared as an abstract class. So, if it is failed to define or implement all the static all the abstract methods of an interface, then it should be declared as an interface. Sorry, it should be declared as an abstract class. And the next important point is that, so whatever the variables, whatever the data member we declare inside an interface, will be by default converted as public static final. So let's say we have created a variable a and we have assigned it to with value 10. So Java will convert it into public static final. Int a is equals to 10. So this will be converted to constant. So Java will convert into public static final int a is equals to 10. So these are all the important points to be remembered when we are working with an interface. So let's try to check it in an example. So here I have create a folder practice. Let me create a class. I'm naming it as an example. Let me create an interface. So let's sync up with all the points that we have discussed so far. So the first point is we'll use a keyword interface to create an interface. So here I'm using a keyword interface. I'm naming it as a test. So just like a class, we have used a keyword interface. What is the second point? Interface cannot have a concrete method. So let's create a normal method in the interface. So void show, I'll write a body. So now it's showing error, right? Abstract methods do not specify a body. Means whatever the methods that you write inside the interface should be of type abstract. So I'm deleting these flower braces. So now the error has gone. Interface can only have abstract methods. So this interface has only abstract methods. Let me try to create one more. Let me name it as print. And the next point is you don't need to explicitly declare an abstract method using a keyword abstract. So that's right. So here we haven't declared it as an abstract. So if it is a class, so let me create a class here. Some class, some testing. So if we do the same here, it will throw an error. Either we should write a body for it or it should be declared as an abstract. See, the method requires a body instead of a semicolon. So let me declare it as an abstract. So since this class is having one abstract class, it should be declared as an abstract. Now the error has gone, right? So if we do the same thing in a normal class, it will not allow. So only in interface we cannot explicitly declare it as an abstract. So the next point is, to inherit an interface, implements keyword will be used. So to declare or to define or to write a body for these methods, we should have a class which implements this interface. So we will use a keyword implements test. So here we can declare these methods. So if we fail to declare, we should we should declare it as an abstract class. So let me override these methods here. I'll use system.out.println. I am an abstract method. So still it's showing an error because this print is not overridden here. Otherwise it should be declared as an abstract. So to inherit an interface, implements keyword will be used. We have used that. Interface cannot be instantiated. We'll see that later. A class that implements an interface should define all the abstract methods in it. If not, it should be declared as an abstract class. So here we have overridden, or we have implemented, or we have defined only one abstract methods of an interface test. So either we have to define this method as well, or we should declare it as an abstract class. So let me make it public. Now the error has gone, right? So I'm deleting this. Let me implement this as well. So now the error has gone. What is this point? The interface cannot be instantiated. Let's try to create object for an interface. The interface name is test. T is equals to new test. So it's showing an error. Cannot instantiate the type test because it is an interface. So we'll delete this. What's the next point? Whatever the variable that we declare inside an interface will be by default converted as public static final. So let me declare an integer and initialize it with 10. So since we are implementing this interface, this class has all rights to use the data members of it. I am printing A here. Let me execute this. Oh, we haven't created object for it. So I am creating an object for class E, class example, new example. So using this object E, I am calling function show. Yeah, hi, I am an abstract class and the value of A got printed. So let me try to change the value of A to 20. It will not allow since it is final. The final field test.a cannot be assigned. As I said before, so whatever the variable we declare inside an interface will be by default converted as public static final. So it is a constant now. We cannot change the value of it. So this is how we create interfaces and we implement it using the class, and we create an object for this class and call the methods of an interface. So let me try to create one more interface. We can have a multiple interfaces. So I name it as test1. Inside it I am creating a method some 0. So I want to return something, so I'm naming it as return type as int, return So I shouldn't write object body for it, right? So I'm just declaring it. So in this class itself I'll implement this as well, test1, and I'll define it public int 0. So I'm returning 0. Let me print some statement here so that we'll know whether it got called or not. It's a 0 method. So let me call it here using the same object e dot 0. So this shows we can use the same class to implement multiple interfaces in Java. So I hope you like this video and you have understood the concept of an interface. We'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.